My name is Dr. K.O.A. My name is Dr. Kweku Ohinyasare. I'm a professor in the University of Ghana, Legon. I'm a visiting professor in Warwick University in the UK. I'm currently in London. I'm a visiting professor in Leicester, the Montfort University, and also in Johannesburg University. What I'm about to share with you is for you if you have a mobile phone. It's not for you if you don't have a mobile phone. As long as you have a mobile phone, you are going to appreciate this a lot. I belong to an organization which is known as the GOT Backup. It is an organization from the United States of America. It's actually established in Texas. I'm one of the board of directors of this organization. There are 11-member board of directors from different countries in the world. And thankfully, I'm the only African and the only Black among the board of directors. This organization is helping shape the lives of people as long as you have a mobile phone. It is helping people to live life in their own terms, not in the terms of how your employer alone determines your life. You see, whoever controls your life, whoever controls your time, controls your life. A year today, you should be able to live your life in your terms, not in the terms designed. But you see, on a Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. Why? Because people are going to jobs they don't like. People are struggling. People are struggling. You look at the faces of people on a Monday. They are struggling. But you want to control your life. You want to control your time. You want to control your income. You want to control from home. You want to have a work-life balance. And go back up. What it does is that it helps the average person. It doesn't matter your level of education. It doesn't matter your level of, gender. It doesn't matter where you are. Currently, Go Backup is in 146 countries. Africa has only less than 1,000 people. And Go Backup is changing life. And what it has done for me, I'll prove it to you, ladies and gentlemen. I became part of the organization just last year, July. And within the period of just 1 year, I 3 times my salary. I'm still doing my job as a lecturer, as a professor, but I have not touched that salary ever. In fact, I haven't touched it for 9 years because, you see, I'm the kind of person when I see opportunities like this, I don't just route it out. You know what some people do? Anything that will help them, they throw it away. Because they think that thing that will help them is fake. It's a scam. And because of that, they don't even have open-mindedness to have a look at it. I'm telling you, Go Backup will change your life a year from now. If you listen and you follow the principles and the procedures I'm about to show you, ladies and gentlemen, you will be tempted to fire your boss. I'll tell you this. If you are earning 10,000 Ghana cedis, if you're in Ghana, and you follow the principle I will show you, a year today, you will be making 30,000 Ghana cedis. I'm speaking because I have proven that to many people. I was earning 0 a year, July last year. Today, I'll show you my income towards the end. I'll show you. Okay. So I just want you to pay attention, have the humility of open-mindedness. And when you see some of these things, just listen to it, enjoy it to the end before you rule it out. Because the word poor is not about money. The word poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunity is an acronym. And many people do that. They do that. They are going to do that. And look, 31st night will come, they will do that. They will pray that God should show his scratchy powers in their life. And when God does that throughout the year, they will blow it away and blow it away and blow it away. Don't do that. Don't. We have some few days, just 7-8 days to end the year. And I'm telling you, if you listen to this and eat the content, the family will thank you. What is Go Backup? It started in 1997, actually, for companies in Canada. Then relocated to the United States in 2007. It's now in Texas. And this is their building. You can Google this building on Google Map. It will take you straight to Texas. And that is where you can even just type that, okay, got backup, Texas, and you take you straight there. It is a company that is changing the lives of people. It was started by Joel Thurium and Mike Parvin. These gentlemen are into the cloud storage department. When I say cloud, anybody who has a mobile phone should know about cloud, because anybody who has a mobile phone is using like the Google Drive. Some of you are using the Google Drive, but you probably don't even know that you are using the Google Drive. Well, Go Backup is in that arena, that area. What does it do? In order to understand how powerful Go Backup is, I want to show you two things that are trending right now. Number one, data. Data is oil. Data is a new gold. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity in town. Let me tell you, 472 zettabytes of data are being produced every day. Netflix alone produces billions of data a day. Data is everything. The richest person on the planet is Elon Musk. His net worth is over $400 billion, more than the GDP of 7 countries put together. This guy started with Tesla cars and SpaceX, but he has gravitated into data-oriented system. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity. And so you see that he's going to buy Twitter over $40 billion. Why? It's a technology. He's gone into AI-driven machines. He now have a robot that can cook food and take your children to school for you. It all depends on what? Data. He's about introducing the new Tesla phone. Have you seen the new Tesla phone? Google it. Data is growing. The top 10 billionaires, 7 of them are into technology. What does that tell you? Amazon is into technology. Everything about Amazon is AI driven. AI does not depend on anything except data. AI is data. So your pictures, your videos, your documents, your fact, everything that you have is that data. And people are using it. People are using it without knowing that they can even earn money from using it. Right now, there are 15 billion smartphones in the world. Next year, to go to over 18 billion smartphones. And all of these smartphones accumulate data. And as long as they are accumulating this data will be growing. And that is why the cloud storage department is growing, and is growing at a phenomenal rate. The cloud storage department is flying. This year, $134 billion of cloud storage. That is amount of money that people are earning. 5 years, where will you be 5 years from now? Where will you be? Where will you be 5 years from now? I'm telling you, if you are part of the Go Backup, 5 years from now, the income they are making now will go to $500 billion, almost $500 billion. And you want to be part of what the cloud industry is experiencing. The other thing is that people are not just saving their files, they are addicted to their phone. And as long as people are addicted to their phone, the phone industry will grow. Somebody told me that, will this ever come to an end? It is like asking the question, will Apple ever go bankrupt? Will it ever come to an end? Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. Do you remember the time when we used to have a camera, and then you use the camera, you take a picture. You take a camera, you take a picture. Where is the cameras? When do you normally see people with cameras? The mobile phone has taken over. The mobile phone industry is wiping out a lot of things. This mobile phone, it is your alarm. It is your internet. This mobile phone is your TV. This mobile phone is your music recorder, music video. This mobile phone is it's everything. In fact, 74% of people use the phone in the toilet. 88% of people, when they leave their phone at home, they'll go back immediately. Immediately. 66% of people look on their phone yesterday 160 times. It is the first thing you pick when you wake up. It's the last thing you put down when you're about to sleep. Oh, addiction. And that is why the people that are into this mobile industry are doing well. That is why Mark Zuckerberg is doing well. Because the reason why Facebook has over 3.6 billion people, almost half of the population of the earth. And you cannot use Facebook unless you have a mobile phone or a laptop. So this is what is trending. And that is why there is an advantage. Let me tell you the advantage. People are losing data. They have their phone, they are losing data. So many people don't back up their data. They don't back up unless their phone, the moment their phone is lost, their laptop is lost, that is when they remember. 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone. They've lost the data. 45%. Did you know that 60% of people don't back up their data? A laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And when that happens, the person will tell you that my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the data, the information on the phone. So people are looking for solutions. People are looking for solutions. And that is the first thing that is trending. God Backup provides that solution. The second thing, many people don't even know they can work from home. For example, you're a teacher. You go to the classroom to go and teach every time. The mistake is that the teacher does not know that he can still be in his home and teach and put the video on his social media in a specific place. And that same teaching he goes to do every day, that same teaching will pay him even when he's sleeping. I've been doing that. People in India are watching my videos. People in the US, Canada, Australia, Europe, they are watching my videos, and I'm getting paid a little over $4,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can realize that a lot of people are looking for ways to work from home. There's too much stress. Oh, there's too much stress. People are stressed. And with the advent of COVID-19, now people know that there's never been a better time to work from home. In fact, it was during COVID that many people realized that with your mobile phone and with your laptop, you can work from home. Watch this. 62% of Gen Zs, those between the ages of 18 to 25, are becoming more millionaires than the older generation. Have you seen that? Yeah. And the reason is because they are all working on their phone. If you're a lawyer, a teacher, an accountant, a medical doctor, an unemployed, if you are a businessman, if you are a housewife, it doesn't matter what you are, you will learn here how to bring your value to the marketplace and submit that value. Then that value will command its own returns. We teach you. The thing is that when you don't know something, you think it's not possible. Let me tell you something. When you were born and you were told that you can talk to somebody in the US with this machine, this mobile phone, and you didn't know about it, you will probably say that, oh, no, only God can do that. But God created you and I in his image. And the person who did that is God in person. You are powerful because God is powerful. You can do greater things. And that is why we need to look for ways that we can leverage on the capacities we have with our mobile phone. We'll show you that very soon. So what is God Backup? What God Backup does is that it leverages the fact that data is increasing. Mobile phones are increasing. People are using the mobile phone. God Backup takes that and combines that with the fact that many people want to earn on their phone. And it's opened the door for several people all over the world. Let me show you how many countries is in right now. In fact, it started in April 2023. And now look, just last year, it started in April 2023. Today, it is not only in the US, it started in the United States. It is not only in Texas, it's in California, it's in Pennsylvania, it's in Wyoming, it's in several places in America, but more so is now in many countries. 146 countries in the world under 2 years. If that does not surprise you, then you don't know what is going on. Let me tell you, Facebook is very popular, but it took Facebook over 4 years to reach 100 countries. And yet it's taking go back up under 2 years to reach 146 countries. So I'm telling you, this thing is growing, and it's growing at a phenomenal rate. What is go back up? Go back up is just like Dropbox, Google Drive, iCloud. All of these are cloud storage department. And go back up is like that. But it's better than them in 14 different ways. I'll share some of them with you. And then if you like it, you can be part of it. In fact, the 14th way is even more powerful. It is the only company right now in the world that gives you 6 terabytes at the cheapest price. See, compared with the others, Go Backup is the cheapest of all. And yet it gives you the highest of space. You can have 6 terabytes of space at just $99.97. Compare it with the others. iCloud, you have to pay a lot of money. Look on the right side. For iCloud, you have to pay an amount of $419 for 6 terabytes for 6 users. Meanwhile, Go Backup, you only pay $99.97. So iCloud is charging you 4 times what Go Backup will charge you, with the same space, with the same security, with the same technology. What about Dropbox? Well, I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. And over the 13 years, for 2 terabytes, I was paying $120. So for 6 terabytes, I was paying $360. And you can see that is exactly the amount here. $360. That is how much you pay for using Dropbox. You know why that is funny? Because that is even for just one user. For one user. And yet, for Go Backup 6 users, you pay only $19. So Go Backup is cheaper and yet more value. But that is not even the main thing. Oh, by the way, a lot of people are using Google Drive. How about Google Drive? Google Drive, if you want to use that same 6 terabytes, it will charge you about $302 every year. All of these things are yearly. So Go Backup is the cheapest, and yet it gives you more space. That's number 1 and 2. Let me show you the second benefit of Go Backup. The last one will blow your mind. The second one is that, you see, when you look at these other ones, Go Backup will allow 6 people to use it. You can use it on any operating system. You see, when you take iCloud like this, iCloud, you can only use it on an iPhone or MacBook. But Go Backup, you will use it on iPhone, you will use it on MacBook, you will use it on Windows, you will use it on Linux laptop, you will use it on Samsung, Huawei, any device, iPad in the world, you can use Go Backup. I have it on my iPhone, I have it on my Android phone, okay, any device. And you can access your files anywhere in the world, anywhere. See, Go Backup will allow you to download as many as 1 million movies if you want, and still keep it there. 1 million movies. Anywhere in the world. You can put your machines down, and whatever you get in the world, you can use it. But that is not all. The security is top-notch. The security is 256, military-grade encryption. It's the fastest security ever in the world, and I'll tell you why. The CIA in America, they very encrypt their data. The CIA uses a security system, which is known as the Advanced Encryption Standard. That is the same security. See, your data is secure. No one will have access to your data. You are the only one who has access to your data, and you control it and you have access to it every time. Go Backup allows you to have the maximum security. And by the way, that is the same security Google Drive uses. That is the same security iCloud uses. That's the same security Amazon actually uses. In fact, when it comes to data security, at the highest level is 256. But then the other ones who are using 128. For example, WhatsApp doesn't use high security. That is why sometimes somebody can hack your WhatsApp and then have access to your phone. Okay, but that is not the same when it comes to God backup. Security is very top-notch. Now, in case there is tsunami in America, in case there is earthquake, there is Armageddon, there is tsunami, and the data center, that 10,000 US data center is destroyed, no problem. Your data is secured in a third-party data center. So third parties are also keeping your data. Oh, by the way, in case there is tsunami or is earthquake, there's never been that with where they are. For 27 years, they've not had that issue. So Go Backup is highly, highly secure. Data is oil, and artificial intelligence is a new electricity. Now let's go to the most important one for some people. You can use a Go Backup to do bulk email. If you want to send a bulk email to hundreds of thousands of people, you can use Go Backup to do that. Free. iCloud doesn't do that. Google Drive doesn't do that. None of the other cloud space do that. If you have to do that, you have to pay. And iCloud and Google Drive will even allow you, Google will allow you to send it to 500 people at a go. 500. Go Backup will allow you to send it to over 100,000 people at a go. When I say bulk email, it's very good if you're a business person or if you're a government and you have a lot of people you want to send a message to. Everybody gets that message. You see the way if you want to broadcast WhatsApp, you have to send it to only 5 people at a go. This one, you send it to over 100,000 people at a go. You can also personalize the email. You see the way Go Backup, WhatsApp, you cannot even personalize. So the moment you say hello, everybody gets a hello. But this one, you can put artificial intelligence algorithm into it. And then you will say, hello, Kofi. But you will not write Kofi, you will write something and it will pick Kofi's name. And when Kofi gets it, he thinks that you directed that whole thing to him. Email personalization is powerful. Personalized emails have 29% higher chance of being opened and 41% chance of being clicked than the other ones. And you can also automate your email. You don't need to go and sit down in front of your computer and always send the email. You can automate some emails and say that I want this one to go to my people every Monday at 7 o'clock. And that's it. Forget it. Every Monday, 7 o'clock, it will leave and go to them by themselves. And it will go to these people by themselves. For over 10 years, this will continue. Now, the most important thing for Go Backup, which none of the other ones have in the world, is that it is, see, ladies and gentlemen, Dropbox doesn't pay you, Google Drive does not pay you, iCloud does not pay you, Netflix does not pay you, Amazon does not pay you, DSTV does not pay you. And we use them and we pay them. Go Backup, it pays you. And it pays you more than what you paid for. Oh, Go Backup pays you more than what you paid for, provided you do something for them. Not to pay again to them, but you do something for them. And that thing you do for them is something you have been doing since you were born. And so it's not going to be difficult doing it anyway, because you've been doing it even without Go Backup. Now, this is where the project becomes exciting. This is where a person can make significant income. Okay? I put in an amount or less than $120. That is, I put in an amount less than $120 to buy the Go Backup, to use it for a whole year. I have made over $25,000 already because I do this project on the side. See, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You can hope that 2025 will be great. You can only hope. But hope is different from action. Have you realized that all too soon, 2024 is gone? It's almost gone. And you know, people are going to wait 31st night for God to show his alliances in their life. But he did that in 2024. Here's the thing. For things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better. Nothing will change unless you change. Hey, go and bring Mahama. Go and bring Osama. Go and bring Obama. Go and bring Nana. Go and bring Bawama. Whichever. And things will not change because you are not willing to make a change within. There's an African proverb that says that if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. When sometimes we are our own enemies. Sometimes we see great things. I took this situation last year and I've not touched my income because it is flourishing. And you know what? We just started. And because it's at the infancy stage, because it's at the beginning stage, people are benefiting quickly. So no matter how okay you are in life right now, no matter how successful you think you are right now, have a backup. Have a backup. Have a financial backup. Don't depend on only your salary. It's dangerous. It's always been dangerous. Because your employer will never pay you above your pay grade for you to become his friend. If you work more than your employer, will you earn more than your employer? No, unless he is dead. But he or she is not dying this year or next 10 years. And so you will work and work. That's what I do. I work, you work, I work, we work. And yet we don't get what we are supposed to get. And so what do? Have something on the side. Yeah, 8 hours a day. You have 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. You use 8 hours to work. Okay. On average, you might use 8 hours to sleep. What happens within that other 8 hours? That is what the difference is. That is what separates the have from the have-nots. And so sometimes my colleague professors say, how do you make it? I make it because I tap into that other 8 hours. I utilize it to the optimum level. So Go Backup is an avenue for you to be able to make bigger bucks. And in some cases, no, in most cases, if you do what you're told to do, you will earn more than your salary. It shouldn't take long to beat your salary. It took me just 4 months to beat past my salary. But of course, it might take you 1 year, which is better anyway. Even if it takes you 2 years, it's still better to pass your income. So I'm going to show you how you can do this. And please, if you don't understand, ask the question here and I'll address it, or ask the person who told you about it. And if you are here and you think that 2025 will be great, maybe this is the one that will make 2025 great. Maybe this is the one that will make 2026, 2028, 2029. See, the next 10 years is exciting for technology. Tell me, ask yourself right now, if they call you on the phone that someone you love is not well at all, and they need an emergency $5,000. Imagine they need that within 2 hours, else the person will die. Do you have that sort of, sometimes when I ask people that, you know what they say? God day, nothing like that will happen. But that same God day, when his son had to die, sometimes in life, you got to prepare for dark times. Dig your well before you are tested. Type it there. If you are taking notes, type some of these notes there. Write it down. Dig your well before you are tested. Dig your well before you are tested. In order to build a tall building, ladies and gentlemen, you need a deep foundation. And this might be the foundation. So how do you earn income every day? Every day. I've been making income every day, ladies and gentlemen, every day, because you eat every day. You eat every day. You got to earn every day. You spend every day. You got to earn every day. You spend every day. You got to earn every day. And they don't teach this in business schools. They don't teach this in schools. When you go to China, the Chinese are the biggest savers in the world. They save because they have a principle known as a future return. It's the power of the linguistics. The language you speak determines whether you save, whether you do businesses that are going to affect you in the future. You go and check the world of technology. The Chinese are ahead of the world. Because the mind when you check the Chinese language, they don't have few what do you call it? Present and past. Oh, the language doesn't have present and past or future. It doesn't distinguish that. All their languages is present. Present. So instead of saying that yesterday I was there, they don't have yesterday. They will tell you I am there. I am there, not I was there, I am there. So that language moderates their thinking. And so they are always trying. It's not like I will eat. Because if you know you will eat, then it means that you are waiting. But I am eating. I'm eating. I have to eat. And that language helps a person to build his economy and his brain and his power very well. So this is how you earn in job background. Tell your friends, families, co-workers that you have good news for them. They will ask you, what is the good news? Just tell them you have experts who will tell them about the good news. Bring them to me. Bring them to the rest of us. We will talk to them for you. See, every lunchtime we do this. Bring them. We will do the rest for you. If that is difficult for you, then I don't know what else you can do. The other thing is that every weekend we meet. Every weekend, Friday evening, we meet physically in Accra, Ghana. Okay, Sunday we meet on Zoom. We meet on YouTube. Okay? We have the channel there, and every day we are meeting. Every day, all you got to do is to tell the person. The person will come and listen to us. The person will be willing to be part of the Go Backup. And ladies and gentlemen, when the person becomes part of the Go Backup, you see, don't worry about what is going to make the person be part of us. Leave that to me. And you watch and learn. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. The person will be part of the Go Backup. Some of them will be in part immediately. Others will take some time. It doesn't matter. Eventually, they will come up. So you got to increase and tell as many people. Don't give details. So don't wait. No. Just tell the person, I have an incredible news for you. It will blow your mind. Yes, it will blow the person's mind. When the person comes to listen to this knowledge, it will blow the person's mind. And we will tell you, we will help that person to be part of this. And ladies and gentlemen, some will not be part of this immediately. It doesn't mean they will not be part of it. In fact, I have brought over 150 people into Go Backup. And almost 80% did not join me immediately. In fact, some of them, it took them 1 year before they joined me. So if you want people to join, if you have that instant gratification spirit, you don't have the patience of Job, this is not for you. This thing will test your patience and endurance, but it will reward you because it's tested your patience and endurance. Now, this is how much you get. You will get first income, customer acquisition bonus. You will get cycle earning bonus. You get cycle match. You get generational income. You get dynamic compression income. You get rank pool income. You will get leadership income. 7 different incomes. Some of these incomes are scary big. I am currently at one of the greatest levels in this company, and I'm currently earning all of these incomes. When you come, you have the option. The first one you will earn immediately is a customer acquisition income. Let me explain. Simple. If the person becomes part of the Go Backup, buys the service to use for a year, the company pays you $50 per person. So let's say that I speak to your 20 people. Okay. Please, you don't have to let me talk to one person for you. It's not good. You have to let me talk to a lot of people because not one person alone is not enough. So let's say that I talk to your 20 friends for you. Okay, 20 people. Out of that 20, immediately only one decide to come on board immediately. And it happens. It doesn't mean the other 19 will not come on board, though. They will come on board, but it will take some time. Some people need too much belief. So we'll allow them. When this person comes on board, what happens? The company will pay you immediately $50. Now, how long would you have to connect these 20 people to me? For each person, You should not talk to the person more than 1 minute. Wow. So what should you say so that you will not be able to talk to the person more than 1 minute and then invite the person here? One, don't beg the person. That's the first thing. Don't beg the person. Because when you beg the person, it's like you need help. It's not a person. Because you don't need help. It's a person that needs help. So first, don't beg the person. Second, what do you tell the person? Tell the person. And this is someone you know already. So you tell the person, Bismarck, I have something for you. It's something great. It's something wonderful. And you will thank me. Would you want to know it this week or next week? That's what you tell the person. Obviously, Bismarck is going to say, of course, so I want to know it this week. In fact, I want to know it now. And since we have this arena here to teach Bismarck for you, you tell the person, can you join me on this Zoom at 12 o'clock tomorrow or today or whatever? And then you give the link, this link to the person, and the person will join me here. You see, we are educating people. We are not forcing people. It's not by force. They don't have to be part of the Go Back App. They can just get the service and go. But when Bismarck joins this presentation, Bismarck will get knowledge. He will get value. And he's more likely to join us in the project than if you have not told Bismarck anything. Now watch it. It will not take more than 30 seconds. Let's say it's on a phone. Hello, Bismarck. Good morning. This is quick. This is important. This is really, really important. Okay. Have you got 1 minute? Yes, I have. Okay, good. Bismarck, I have an incredible news for you. Would you want to know it today or next week? You want to know it today? Okay, fine. I'm about to give you a link. And this link will be explained. This good news will be explained at the link. If I give you the link, will you be able to join the Zoom call? What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. Will you be able to join the Zoom call? If you won't be able to join the Zoom call, it's okay. Okay? But if you will, I'll give you the link. Will you be able to? Fantastic. I'm sending you. Bye-bye. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is easy. I didn't spend more than a minute. But you see, anything that is easy to do is also easy not to do. If you do that for Bismarck, you do that for Ajwa, you are spending almost just 30 minutes a day, and you are able to still talk to 20 people. Once the next person comes on board, and so every day you are going to get $50 if you follow this principle. Ladies and gentlemen, by the end of the month, do you know how many times we waste our everyday time? Do you know how many time people have wasted today alone? You will browse, that 30 minutes will be gone. He will browse and look at the jokes. People will laugh on social media jokes and waste time and time and time. And yet, that person thinks that he cannot use that 30 minutes to talk to 20 people. By the end of the month, you have made $1,005 on just the customer acquisition bonus. Just that one alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not all of the income. On just the first one, this first one, income number one alone, $1,500. That is over 22,000 cedis. If you were to add income number 2 all the way to 7, that is scary. That is scary. I'll show you mine. That is scary. And that is why it is important to spend some quality time with this project. It will pay you. But that is not all. There is something else you want to know. And I'll show you something. The other incomes you make are cycles. This one, cycle income is a big income. Okay. In short, I'll not explain all the details, but in short, cycle income, you are earning between $20, just $20 and $200,000 every month. Cycle. Tier 2 cycle, you earn between $50 and you earn $400,000 a month, depending on how you work. All of these are dependent on how you work. You will earn generational income. It is 2.5% of the income made by every single person in your organization, even people you don't know. You see, these incomes are incomes from people you don't even know, and the company is still paying you. You will earn dynamic compression income. It's crazy. You will, and this again, it depends on some levels. You don't earn them every time. You got to get to the level. For example, if you are a platinum, you will not earn dynamic compression. You will not earn dynamic compression income if you are gold. But if you are a sapphire, yes, you will earn dynamic compression income. And from sapphire, you will start earning cycle match. Yesterday, we have a gentleman called Dr. Abisolo, okay, and he has become a ruby. And he's earning 50% on the income each of the people he has brought is earning. Okay, so let's get some statistics. I'll prove this thing. It's just crazy. You see, we just started, so some people don't see the bigger picture. By a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, people will see the bigger picture. It is at that time that people will say that you should have forced them. You should have forced them. Let's say that you have 10 people. Each one of them is making $4,000. Okay. Each one of them is making 4,000, and they are 10 people. Okay. Now, if you are a ruby like this, what it means is that the company will pay you 50% on the 4,000 cycle earning that a person is making. So if the person is earning whatever amount here, 4,000, the company, and you are a ruby, the company will pay you 50% of their income for each person. So for each person, 50% of 4,000 is 1,000. So on each person, you will get $1,000 times how many people? Yeah, 10 times 10 people. These people must be people you sponsored yourself into the company. That's crazy. So every month, your cycle match will be $10,000. And on each person, if you're a ruby, the company says you should not make more than 5,000 per person. But if you are where I am at my level, I'm a diamond, okay? You will not make half of what the person was making. Oh, sorry, half is not even 4,000. It's not 1,000, it's 2,000. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's crazy. So what happens is that you will rather earn $2,000, and 2,000 times 10 is 20,000. So you are going to be earning $20,000 every month on your 10,000 people if they are each earning 4,000 on their cycles. And if you're like me as a diamond, you multiply, you make 100%. So you multiply 4,000 times 10, which is $40,000. Ladies and gentlemen, when the time comes when we are making $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, $500,000, that is the time people will say that, let me go and join. I'm telling you. And let me tell you why this will never stop. Because everybody is using this machine, a mobile phone, a laptop. People are using it consistently. That's why this project, otherwise Google will stop, Amazon will stop, okay? Otherwise Elon Musk's Tesla phone will stop. There will be no Facebook. So get a thing. If somebody tells you that is it sustainable, it's more than sustainable. The confidence I have in what we have, you should have the same confidence. Sometimes you got to believe in you and believe in yourself and believe in the company and believe in the progress of the technology. Okay, that is the sort of income that you get here. These are significant returns that people who don't know see. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. Wisdom, Solomonic wisdom, not any wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see the obvious when it's a secret, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. Knowledge is the only asset that creates and multiplies all other assets. Foolishness is the abandonment of the truth. Foolishness is abandoning the truth. Ignorance is the awareness of the truth. Ignorance doesn't mean you don't know. Ignorance means that you are aware you don't know. Abandonment is crazy. Abandonment is those who don't know and don't know that they don't know. That is foolishness. From the level of foolishness, I'm just moving you from foolishness to The reason why, and by the way, this foolishness thing we are talking about, it's not about insult, it's about not knowing, but not recognizing that you don't also know. But ignorance is good. Ignorance, you don't know, but you know you don't know. Then from there, you go to the next level of, knowledge, which is known as knowledge. Knowledge is accumulation of the truth. Knowledge is accumulation of the truth. Then from knowledge, you go to wisdom. Wisdom is application of the accumulation of the truth. So wisdom is actually the application of knowledge. And if wisdom is application of knowledge, then wisdom is knowing the obvious, even when it is a secret. Choose which level you want to have. By the time people start choosing their level, you have chosen your level. Very soon, you'll be entering a brand new 2025. Where will you be in 2030? Where will you be? Look at your life now. Look at the fight you have been going through all these years in your life. All the struggles, all the pain, all the drama, everything, all these. Look at your life. Look into the mirror and ask yourself, if I continue the way I am continuing now, where will I be in 5 years? $119.97 is a price for the service of God Backup and the project of God Backup. $119.97. That money, if it is too much for you right now, I guarantee you are broke. You are broke. And therefore, you need this more than me. If $119.97 is difficult for you to get right now, you are broke. And then it means that whatever you have been doing up until now is not helping you. So it means you got to go and fight and borrow this money and start with us. And let me teach you how to make $1,000 every month. I promise you, a year from now. And don't say amen, because that's what our programming does to us, and we don't act. 1 year from now, you will make more than what you are making in many fold. Okay? But I can tell you that 1 year from now, you will make more than $1,000 every month. 1 year from now. In other words, a year today, in your bank account will be flowing at least $1,000. I can promise you I will do that for you. I will work with you for that to happen. At least $1,000 is easy. Because within that 1 year, I was making over $2,000, over $3,000. So I can show you how I did mine. And I'm number 3 in the world in terms of the fastest growers in the world. So you can see that can be of help to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our choice. At the end of the day, look at your life, look at where you are, and ask yourself, is it worth everything? Right now, in my life, and the job I do is fantastic. I love my job. But I also know that no matter how much I love my job will not pay me for me to realize the dream I want to dream. See, it's about time you dream. Some of us don't dream. Hey, Master, you got to dream. You got to dream. Some of us dream of cockroaches and witches and wizards. Open the black box. Dream. Dream that you are in the island of Maldives, drinking your pina colada on a bed under which there is the sea, which is doing to-to-to-to. You got to dream because it's your inalienable right, godly right to have an abundance. God Backup will give you all of these other things. The personalized link, personalized landing page, personalized tools, this presentation I'm doing, you will have several of them at your disposal. You will have mentorship. You will be coached on how to think. Ladies and gentlemen, there are principles why people do well. And have you observed people say that some people, whatever they touch turns to gold? It's because there are principles. And it's because of mentorship. I had to pay someone $15,000 to mentor me after my PhD, 2 masters and 2 PhD. Okay? And yet I realized that I don't know. I got to help somebody to guide me. And it was from there that I also developed my mentorship to train others. This you will get here for free. You will develop your inner value. and submit that to the marketplace. You will be connected with a community of people with the same positivism in life. You will learn from multi-millionaires who will teach you, guide you, support you in your journey towards real-time freedom and financial freedom. You decide. You decide. You still have a choice to say everything that you've heard today is meaningless. I will go back to my past and I will do whatever thing I'm doing, the same thing. Or you will change. Go and check Newton's third law of motion. When an object is moving at an accelerated pace until the external grace of God hits it from its path, that item will keep going like that. Nothing changes until something changes. Nothing moves until something moves. For things to change, you got to change. Jim once said, for things to get better, you got to get better. We have a service everyone needs. We have a project anyone who is hungry, willing, and coachable can afford. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself enough is enough. It is time for you to tell yourself, I've had it up to my neck. I will do this, no matter what. Yeah. I'm scared. I don't really believe it. I'm scared, but I'll give it a try. I will do it. Whatever happens should happen. After all, I've suffered already. So this is not going to be the last chapter of my life. I will bury the entire year into this. I will finish the last chapter of my life has not been defined yet. I was created in the image of a creator whose creativity in his creation is creative. I deserve what I was created to have. My God is a happy God. You are a happy person. If God is a happy God, you got to be happy because we are created in the image. And an image is a representation of reality. So if we are created in God's image and God is looking into a mirror and he sees the image, he doesn't see himself. He sees you. You are his image. So if God is powerful, you are powerful. If God is happy, you are happy. If you are not happy at any point in time, you are not reflecting the godly qualities of God. It's time. It's time to back up your digital life. It's time. It's time to earn some good income that you deserve naturally. Naturally, you deserve because you are working for it. It's time. It is time for you to develop your inner quality. Develop yourself. Cross-fertilize ideas with several people across the world. We are in 146 countries. It is time. It is time. Do you think now is a time or you think 2030 is a time? Ladies and gentlemen, look into the mirror. You are not getting any younger. And you will never get younger. A time will come. All of these things you saw and blew away when you are 60 years, 50 years, 55, 60, 65, 70. Research was done in America and California. And when people were about to die, they asked them, what do they regret? And 87% of them said, the things they regret are the things, not the things they did, but the things they did not do. So if I do go back up, I will not regret, even if it doesn't pay me, I will not regret. But I will regret that I could have done go back up, but I did not do, because if I had done, I would have become a millionaire. That will pay me. It is time for you to look at yourself, look at your children, look at the kind of life you want. And please don't make a mistake and think that, oh, God wants you to be poor. That mindset is wrong. It's not even godly. Go and check Genesis chapter 13, verse 2. God made Abraham so wealthy that God made Moses to write it in Genesis. Check Genesis chapter 2, verse 11. You will see that God put gold, the equivalent of money, into the Garden of Eden. Who was in the Garden of Eden? Adam and Eve. They didn't even need money. They didn't need gold. And yet God put gold there for them. Why would God do that? Because he wanted the children of God to have an abundance, things you don't need. See, abundance is something you don't need. And yet God gave it to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve who didn't need it, he gave it to them. How much more you who need it? Check the son of Abraham, Isaac. He was a millionaire, $478 million. Check the record of Jacob. Jacob fought with the angel to be blessed. Later, He was worth significant amount of income. His son, Joseph, became the prime minister of Egypt, the minister of agriculture, the second wealthiest man after Pharaoh. God's people were wealthy. Look at David's life. David was worth $1 billion. Sorry, he was worth $1 trillion because that was $958 billion. He was worth almost $1 trillion. That is why he wanted to build the temple for God. And God said, no, I'll let King Solomon do it. King Solomon was the wisest and the wealthiest man who ever lived. Don't be dissuaded and think that money is evil. Why will God give it to King Solomon when he did not even pray for it? When you are already evil, money will enhance your evil. The same way knife is good for slicing onions and preparing stew, that same way that knife can kill someone if you use it wrongly. So the evil is not in the knife, it is in the person. A car is not evil, but you can drive the car haphazardly to the extent that that car will go and kill people. Evil is not in the car, it is in the person. Money is not evil. But if you get money and you have evil in your heart, you have debt in your heart, people can die because of your debt in the heart. So what the money is doing is enhancing who you truly are on the inside. But what if you are good on the inside? What if you are wonderful on the inside? What if you have a heart of gold? What if you love people? Once you get money, you will spread that to so many people. People will be blessed. They will not be Osama bin Laden. They will be Bill Gated. Because you have Warren Buffetted their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, have a positive mind. Our programming is what is hurting us. And that is why the word decide comes from the word side, like suicide, homicide, genocide. You are about to make a decision of your life. You have been given the pen. Move that pen. Next year, next 2 years, next 5 years. Where will you be in the next 10 years? Let's get you started. Okay, let's get you started. And then pick up this thing and do it now, no matter what. For things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get that. So many people are advancing within the Gobaka family. Be part of us. Join the terrain. Let us celebrate you because you too are created in the image of the Creator. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm going to see whether you have some questions. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Thank you so much indeed. And let's go tell the world that we still have a better way. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I'll see you again in the evening. Thank you and bye-bye.